What's up, everybody, and welcome to the new studio and my new show, Tatts Funny. Now, Tatts Funny is a show all about tattoos and funny stories. Well, maybe I should say funny stories about tattoos. You know, growing up, I've always been fascinated by body art. Whether it was piercings, henna, or ink tattoos, I've just always had a thing for body art. So I started getting tattoos at a very young age. So as a result, now I've got 1,000 tattoos with 1,000 funny stories behind them. And I thought to myself, I can't be the only one. So I reached out to some of my friends, and that's how the show was born. Let's see who we've got in the studio today.
What's up, people, and welcome out to Tatts Funny. I'm your host, Kevin Dale Food Simpson. We got a great show for you today, man. I got my good friend all the way from Chicago, BET's Comic View, Def Comedy Gym. He really ain't did none of this shit I'm saying, but I don't remember the shit that he did do. I'm making shit up like we do in the comedy club. He's been on the ladies of comedy. He's been saying shit they know you couldn't possibly been on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he was on Saturday Night Live.
Nigga, they used to say Sonya D was on the Bad Boys of Comedy so many times. I was like, Bad Boys. Ladies and gentlemen, my good friend is in the building, Mr. M. Brown, also known by his mama as Emrick.
Oh man, the world don't supposed to know that. The world ain't supposed to know that.
Listen, you knew goddamn well I wasn't gonna let you. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Let me tell you something, Em. I've always been one of them dudes. Like, I hate my name because it's just so plain. Like, I would love to have a name like Emrick Brown. You know what I'm saying? Plain or tell you about. When you tell a nigga your name Kevin Simpson, they be like, "Your daddy white?" Like, what type of dumbass question is that?
Well, when you tell them your name is Emrick, they be like, "Hey, where your mama get that name from?
Right.
Where she make that up at?"
Y'all make freaking sense at y'all house. You like, man, your daddy was fast man. Fuck up, nigga. But I've been knowing you what now, about 6-7 years, Em?
Yeah. Well, about 8. I got up here in 2012 from Carbondale when I graduated college. So it's been about 8 years now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, M was one of them niggas that he'd be like, "Man, I remember when you came to my school, man." He'd be like, "I'm really like, I'm not that much older than you, nigga.
I started because of you. I started doing comedy because of niggas like you. Came down to my school, made us little kids laugh. Right. Y'all got y'all old ass back on the road, and I was like, I could do that.
Exactly. I be telling niggas, I'm like, "Hey, nigga, I'm the same age as you. I just wasn't in college." You know? I just chose another route, nigga. When you was in college, I was in jail. Like, it happened. But I remember when I met you. It was there was a group. It was like a group of y'all came in at one time. It was like influx. It was probably like you, Smitty, Ronnie George, Mike. It was just like a bunch of niggas all at one time, and it was like, oh shit, y'all like flooded the market. And like, it was, I swear to God, the only two niggas I said that was gonna stick around or that was gonna make it was you and Smitty.
Well, I started a little bit after Smitty.
Okay.
I started a little bit after Smitty. I came in with T Murph. I came in with Murph. I came in the same time as Murph. Because I came back up here in 2012. I asked my first time doing jokes and notes. We drove up here from Carbondale together. We drove 4 hours to do 3 minutes. And after the show, we got on the road and went right back to Carbondale.
See, that's the thing about this comedy. Like, that's when you gain your respect. You know what I'm saying? People always talking about putting in dues and doing the work. But it's like, bro, let me tell you something. Niggas was driving 2-3 hours for 2-3 minutes on the show.
Right.
You driving out there on a whim and a prayer. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hoping to get up.
That shows dedication and like people gonna stick around. Like, I would see when new cats always come around. That's how you tell the difference on who gonna stick and who ain't. It's like,
right.
That cat that's two days in complaining about getting paid. And,
you know, like, nah, you ain't gonna make it, player. You got a long road ahead of you, man. And then you got $150 shows you gotta do before you can even think about asking for $60.
You gotta get offered $20 100 times before
Right.
you can ask for $100.
Okay.
Weird as hell. You be like, man, get the fuck out of here. But we was just talking about comedian comrade of ours made a list of names.
Yes.
New, he said comics of this generation. Now, I didn't budge when I saw it because it said comics of this generation. And I'm
Right.
though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a generation ahead of this one. You know what I'm saying? Like, most of the cats that's out now, I got 10 years on. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, like I didn't feel like the shoe hit me. So I didn't holler. But a lot of niggas was inboxing me and DMing me and tagging me. Hey man, you see this? Them young boys coming at you. There's nowhere in it. I just show you how niggas start shit. It doesn't say damn anything.
It doesn't say nothing bad about them. Didn't say anything.
But like I never give a fuck about any of those type of lists. But I am one to speak up when I feel like somebody's being left out.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember, like, just thinking about that list just made me remember the time when Hot Sauce was putting together the True TV thing. And I was looking at the list, and I'm going down the list of all the new comics from Chicago that he put on there that he gonna let audition. And I'm looking, I'm like, oh, he damn sure don't need to be on there. Oh, that bitch ain't even funny. And I'm like,
Right.
Then I look, I'm like, bro, where the fuck is M Brown, man? That nigga was like, who? M. I was like, obviously not, nigga, because you know what I'm saying? Like, but I was so glad that they was able to get you on the show and like all this, because like I was like all of y'all when y'all came in, I watched y'all grow. You know what I'm saying? I watched you go from being scared to get on stage to can't wait to get on stage. You know what
Right.
I mean? Like,
Right.
that's when you realize somebody that made that transition. Because people ask me all the time now, like, damn, fool, you still get nervous? I'm like, no, I don't get nervous. I get anxious, nigga. I can't wait.
Right.
Put this fire on their ass.
Can't wait to get their ass this work.
Exactly. So that's
Matter of fact, I think because of you, I got picked for season 1. I went on and got picked for season 1 off of that audition.
right.
Because you know what I'm saying, you put I think I called you because Hot Sauce told me like, I ain't put you on to damn food. Told me that you supposed to be on. I was like, nigga, Sauce, thank you for being real. fucking hater.
Your ass, but damn fool said. You was the furthest thing from my mind, but when damn fool,
I hadn't even thought about you. I had another nigga that looked just like you on this list, as a matter of fact. And I had to take him off. It was somebody that looked just like you on this list, and I had to take him off and put you on.
I had to get that nigga up out of here. We could have.
He's like, he looked just like you, but we gonna go ahead and pick you instead.
Now, M, you used to be a part of the Lock Brotherhood. You left us hanging. I was very upset, but I admire the fact that you not only did you cut your locks, but now you didn't learn how to do locks.
I didn't learn how to do one.
I didn't went on your page a couple of times. I'm like, this nigga, they got good. In there. Nigga, I'm inspired.
They thought it was a joke.
I got inspired, so I go on. That's when I started texting you, like, yo, where you getting the certification from? So I started Googling places and looking up shit, because like I'm like, man, I'm sitting in the crib. I might as well see if there's some kind of way I can finish my barber license online, you know what I'm saying? Or like some shit. I'm pretty sure you can take a barber class on Zoom, nigga, now.
Right. And figure it out.
I'm like, I'm finna finish my barber license, and I'm finna get this license to do hair. I'm finna learn how to do this shit. M ain't finna be the only nigga out.
Hey, fool, the funny part is when I jumped inside that comedy chat and said that, I was making that all up. I was just talking like, man, I'm finna get this certification. I really just wanted everybody to be like, oh, okay, that's what's up. We're gonna come to you then. But come to find out, you was like, nigga, I'm never coming to you ever. So just you might as well teach me how to do it. So you can get some satisfaction in you taught me how to do it, because I'm never letting you do my hair. You won't touch my hair. I was like, well, I'll take that. I can teach you. I'll teach you. I'll teach you then.
Hilarious. I was like, this nigga dead serious. This nigga done did a whole career change. That shit was funny. So, where you originally from, bro?
Chicago, or Blue Island more specifically, right outside of Chicago. You know, the first suburb you hit when you leave Chicago is Blue Island. So that's where I was born and raised.
Okay.
But you know, Chicago, all in the South Side.
So you went to Carbondale. You what's that? UIC?
That's SIU.
Yeah. Okay.
Southern Illinois. Yeah, I went to Carbondale. I went to Carbondale in 2005. Got out in 2012.
You was a Saluki?
You say who?
A Saluki? What they call it?
Yeah, that's a Lukey.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
That's a Lukey. That's a dog. There's only one was the saying, because there's no those shirts that said there's only one. There's only one Saluki.
That's hilarious, man. I didn't. What high school did you go to?
Eisenhower, and it's Eisenhower, Dwight D. Eisenhower, named after the best president ever, leader of the U.S. Army's World War II.
Okay.
He actually created the interstate highway. Just that's the shit they teach you at Eisenhower. You don't know.
Yeah. I just looked at my fake studio audience. That nigga said the nigga did the expressway. Oh, did it now?
Did he? Okay.
Hey, I'm all for fun facts that I never knew. Like somebody told me the other day that when you get a tattoo, it goes 3 layers deep into your skin. I was like, what?
Wow.
I was like,
no idea.
Poison me? Really just a scar with ink on it.
Right.
Now, the show is called Tatts Funny, and it's all about tattoos. I've always been a tattoo, what do they call it, enthusiast? Or
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Tattoo junkie.
Yeah, I subscribe to Tattoo Magazine and all of this stuff. But you would think somebody who loves tattoos so much would have the best, most professional tattoos. That's not the case. I have 30 horrible tattoos.
All 30 of them is horrible. Now you don't have not one good one. You ain't go to the shop not once.
I went to the shop several times, but it's like when you go to the barber shop and you don't know none of the niggas in the shop.
Right.
You at the first chair.
You go to the person that's empty.
That nigga take your line back to some nigga. Who is this nigga? Why y'all got him? And why did nobody say nothing?
Right. Why? I wonder why everybody went to the back when he started tattooing me.
Everybody,
so they could fucking laugh.
So that being the case, I was like, I know I can't be the only nigga out here with horrible tattoos. So I came up with the idea for this show. Now you fit in a very interesting tattoo.
Yes.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna let everybody take a look at it. I seen it was the laugh now, cry later faces.
Uh-huh.
I was like, nigga, why do they look like the mask from the movie The Mask? Like when it was
before he turned into the man.
Why did you take wooden mask on your arms? Like whose idea was this? Why is that tree so fast? Tell us where you got this tattoo, when, what was your motivation behind it? And
okay. I got this. It was actually my second tattoo. I went to a tattoo party and I got my first tattoo. It was just like a little cross, and I was addicted. I'm like, okay, I need this pain again. Then, like the next day, I ran into my brother's friend who was at the tattoo party at the gas station, and he had been telling us like, yo, I do tattoos too. So I asked him like, yo, can you do one today? Anytime somebody is a professional at something, huh?
At the gas station.
I ran into him at the gas station like 2 days later after the tattoo party.
Okay, I thought you said he had a tattoo parlor in the gas station. I was like, nigga.
Man, that would be the worst. That would be the worst.
Back here in the back by the chips. Like, what?
Yeah, right behind the chips past the bathroom. He back there. You set him up a little boot. But I run into him and he say he do tattoos and he's a professional. So anytime you ask somebody that's a professional of what they do, are they available to do it right then and right there? And they say yes, I advise you don't do it, because if you're a professional, you should be booked for at least the rest of that day. You should at least be booked for the rest of that day. You know what I'm saying? If you cut grass, if it's 10 o'clock in the morning and you cut grass and you say, yeah, I cut grass, I'm like, can you come cut me today? And they be like, yeah, you're not a professional at what you do. You should at least be booked up. You should at least be booked up for the rest of the day, at least the rest of the day. So
Monday morning, you ain't got no lawns to cut.
Monday morning, you ain't got no lawns to cut. Come on, man, you need a new job. You need a new job. So he get to me, he like, yeah, I can get you today. So I go by his house. He lives on 119th and Vincennes in the Vincennes apartments.
I used to stay in them motherfuckers.
Man.
For the car dealership.
Right. So you know this is not the ideal tattoo apartment. This is not the When you walk in, you got somebody bagging up. He told me to go back to his room, which is there. I'll never forget. There was somebody bagging up in the living room. He said, man, I do the tats in my bedroom. You go to his bedroom, he had 2 mattresses without a frame, no sheet, and a comforter. I don't even think it was pillows. He brings in the dirtiest chair. It was a folding chair that didn't fold no more. He was like, I bet. He gives me a book of drawings that he drew. And I see the mask. I'm like, oh, that's a decent laugh now, cry later take on the wooden mask. I'm like, that's decent. I want that one. How much? Man, just give me $35. Now, mind you, I brought 80 to spend. Something should have clicked in my head like, it's only $35. It's only $35. That's not a good price for what I'm asking.
You leave about here with $380. It's a bad deal.
I'm asking you to cover my whole arm.
Oh shit.
I'm asking you to cover the whole top part of my arm from here to here for $35. I took out 80. I'm like, oh, deal.
How old are you at the time?
I'm 18. This the summer before. This the summer before I go away to school. So I'm trying to get I'm trying to be tatted up. The song had just came out. So I'm like, I'm in it. I gotta be there. When I get to school, I gotta already be in it. I'm growing my hair. I'm locks. I'm like, I need to get locks and tattoos. I gotta be in it when I get to school. I gotta be fully in it. So the tattoo started off relatively good because he did the outline. I'm like, this is decent. I'm like, the outline get done. I'm like, this is actually good. I'm wait till he shade it. So he's like, all right, I'm about to shade it. But I noticed he didn't change needles to shade it. Yeah. So if you notice if you look at the tattoo, all the lines are the exact same width, length. You're supposed to change the needle to something a little thinner or something thicker when it comes to shading. He never changed needles.
Right.
I got a full outline tat. My tat is full, so it's like you did my tattoo and full permanent marker. You didn't switch it. It's like you never. You remember how I used to color your color with color pencils and then color the inside with crayons, or the outside with color pencils, the inside with crayons or something? He didn't do that.
No.
He Crayolaed me all the way through. He marked me all the way through. He never switched the pencils. One pencil all the way through. You could feel my tattoo like Braille. You could read it. If a blind person came and rubbed my arm, they could tell me what it is. They could, that's a mask. That's a laugh not cry later mask right there. They could feel my arm. They could just rub on it like, oh yeah, I know what that is.
Bro.
Oh no, he ain't laughing, he's sad.
Man, that is hilarious, bro. That nigga did. Your shit looked like a nigga just did it with a regular pen, like
just
it's cool. Like
he just took a ballpoint pen and just drew it. Like, all right, what you need? All right, we're gonna go back over this with a razor blade when we done.
that nigga did your shit with a Sharpie calligraphy pen.
When you know how they put the tattoo on your arm with the paper, how they draw it out
Yeah,
and they stamp it on your arm.
right.
He used a regular ballpoint pen for that part.
Yeah, he drew that.
He traced it off the thing with a ballpoint pen, then put some concoction on my arm and laid that on my arm, and then took it off.
Lead poisoning.
The whole time I'm sitting there thinking like, I don't think you're supposed to use. I don't think this the right pen. The whole time I'm like, I don't think this the right pen, bro. I'm like, bro,
This nigga put ink on your arm, then dug it into your skin.
I'm like, this is only my second tattoo, but I don't think this is right. I'm
quite sure this is sir. Like,
then when he got done, he went and got some napkins and he just put it on my arm and he was like, just hold that there for 3 hours. And when that's he's like, just hold that there. He ain't had no tape, no saran wrap. He put a napkin on there. He was like, just hold that there for a little while. And I remember when I came home, I walked inside the house and my mom was just like, you got another one? I was just like, man, you don't even want to see this one. This one right here is this one right here is. And then I went to Carbondale and tried to get the other one done, and it just looked a little bit better. But I remember when I told him, I was like, yeah, I went to a different person to do the other one. Yeah.
Oh, wait, you only got one face, one rib?
Yeah, because it was so bad. I was like, I can't go back.
So
I was like, I can't go back. I was like, he can't do this one. I was like, I can't go back to him.
I be delusional for like the first probably year. Like ooh, but then it be like it always take one nigga to be like, hey man, what the fuck? What you mean? Like,
Right. You be like, oh, you can't tell?
you ain't know what that was?
Nah, it didn't take me long at all, man. Once I put lotion on it, the next day I looked, I was like, nah, that ain't going. I was like, nah, that ain't it, man. I was like, he looked sick.
So I went on a binge, right? I went and got my first tattoo. I think I was like, shit, I probably was like 14, man. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Cause yeah, I was 14. I had found a nigga. My homeboy had told me about a nigga that was doing tattoos out west. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go hop on this bag. After I got that one, I went on a binge of like just getting tattoos. So I couldn't get in places like that I wanted to go, like Jay's Dragon.
Right.
The tattoo ink factory.
Mm-hmm. The place with the commercials and stuff.
You couldn't get in none of the good spots. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like you had to be at least 17, and if you were 17, you had to have a parent's permission. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in and out of group homes at the time, nigga. It ain't nobody that can come sign. I'm barely 4. I'm barely 4'11". You know what I'm saying? 4'2" at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga, I can't lie and say I'm this age. It's nothing. I have nothing to go in my favor. So I gotta keep finding back doors, right?
Right.
So my homeboy finds a guy in Oak Brook that's doing tattoos at a shop, white dude.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't asking for no ID. You know, he like, you just pull up, get a tattoo. Now, I see this as an opportunity. I'm like, we going to get real tattoos and real.
Right.
So I jump in the car. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say on this show, I'm all about my tattoos meaning something to me. Only thing is, I didn't realize that shit that means something to you at 21 might not be the same shit to you. These are real lifelong decisions you're making on your chest and stomach. You know, like there's a lot of thought that needs to go into this. So I was like, at the time, I have like at least 3 tattoos on my right arm that I got back to back. All of them have fire in them somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just I was fire crazy at the time. I was like low key an arsonist, like,
But it gotta have fire in it. Hey, look, I don't care what it is, just put some fire behind it.
bro, I was a firebug, anything. So, but like, what's funny to me about my tattoos is like the explanations that I had for them at the time and how profound I felt versus now, nigga. So, this one that I got right here, it's a, it's a skull, and it's on fire. Now, I was a huge comic book fan back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And Ghost Rider was always one of my favorite characters. You know,
Okay.
nigga was just a flaming head with a motorcycle jacket on, jeans, boots, and a dope ass motorcycle that was engulfed in flames.
Right.
Like, I was just like, this nigga dope. You know what I'm saying? And so when I saw the skull, it looked just like the Ghost Rider skull.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like,
On the paper.
yeah, on the paper. It was there. I was like, that's the one I want right there, bro. So he get to going into it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he flipping through the pages showing me other skulls. And I'm like, no. That's the one. That's the one. He keeps showing me other shit like two skulls facing each other. Skull with a dragon coming out, coming out the eye. Man. He showed me one that was dope though. I ain't gonna lie. It was a skull. It was like, okay, so imagine it was like a monster had scraped my arm. Through the scratches you could see behind there, and
you can see a skull coming out. Like you can see somebody peeking out through the skies.
I started doing like those tattoos that was like kind of you know, 2D, 3D almost.
Yeah.
Oh shit. I saw that and I almost got to it from like, no, that's and my homeboy. Now this is why I didn't get it, because my homeboy Keith Blake, motherfucker, we always call this nigga Snake. Snake jumped his ass in there and got that shit. As soon as he flipped to that page, that nigga was like, now here go another skull, bro. I want that one right there. I was like, yeah.
He took it from me.
You didn't even let me breathe, bro. So Snake got the goddamn the ripping skull peeking and shit. And I'm gonna go ahead with my Ghost Rider skull. I say, but bruh, I want you to put flames only around the top part of the skull, like the cranium. He was like, oh, okay. And so he was like, what's behind? I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like at that point in my life, I felt like my mind was on fire. Like like I was like I was battling in my mind all the time. So it felt like a burning fire because I was like I couldn't put out. And it was like back then it made so much sense. But it was
that was the last thing I thought you was gonna say.
Right. Nigga.
That was the last thing because I thought my mind was just on fire. I thought you were gonna say because you was a hothead. I thought you were gonna say anything but because my mind's on fire.
I mean, I feel tormented sometimes, like my mind is on fire. Like there's a burning desire for something. And I can't figure it out. So I need the flames to engulf my mind, purify it. Nigga, I was going far as hell. I'm 19 years old. Just like I'm going deep. You know what I'm saying? Like I want. Yeah. So when I think about it, you know what I'm saying? Blah blah blah. Man, I had all this shit going on. Actually, I was 16 years old, and I had all this shit going on in my mind. Like I want to, yeah, man, like, so much going on. It's just like it just feels like a burning fire, bro. Like,
and you trying to sound older to the dude that's doing the tattoo, so you don't sound stupid.
Stupid. I sound even more stupid. Not to mention, he white, he high off all kind of shit. I ain't like. That nigga sitting there like, yeah, bro. I feel it, man. Like I'm the same way. I feel the same way. Once the nigga agreed with me, after he had already showed me that he drives a hearse, That was the point where I should have said, I'm not letting you tattoo me, sir. But nope. None of this, like, I am no good at seeing signs, nigga. Like, that's one of the reasons why I go by damn fool. Because
At what
when it comes
at what point did the conversation get to where he was like, "Oh yeah, I drive a hearse, by the way."
I don't know. We just was sitting there and we was like, I was into all the skulls. And this was the first time I heard the word goth.
Okay.
He's like, oh, he's like, did you into goth? I was like, yeah, nah, is that like some gay shit? Hey, yo, I'm thinking everything. Hey, Rex is gay at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, which was the worst way to think. But
And you was up north? Oh yeah.
yeah, like this is, you into goth? Nah, don't touch me, fam. Like
Nah, I ain't into none of that, fam. I don't.
ask or nothing, do you? Like that's immediately what I thought. Like the nigga with the leather mask with the ball in his mouth.
Right.
I was
Nah, I don't.
you ain't finna Christmas ham me, nigga. So but yeah, and then so when I started talking, he started explaining to me what goth was. He showed me the goddamn, he's like, yeah, dude, I drive a fucking hearse. I just bought it and souped it up. I look outside, it's a real hearse outside, my nigga. I was like, wow, this motherfucker is out of control. And God damn it. You would think when you push end on the motherfucker, they'd be like, let me wait.
They'd be like, right.
You know, it only rained once and then he sent me the voicemail. He must.
Let me call him. He probably doing something. He probably talking to somebody. He probably.
Nope. Call him right back. My baby mama make my son do that. Like I had to stop getting mad at my son. I knew it.
I know it ain't.
Called me 50 times back to back. He does that. My mama like to do it too, but she like to do it at 1 a.m. in the fucking morning. Immediately you think when your 68-year-old mama call you at 1 a.m. in the morning 13 times back to back that she died. Nope.
Right.
Answer the phone. Hey, what's going on? Oh shit, baby, just seeing what you was doing. It's 1 a.m. I'm probably don't know. Like why?
Now I gotta explain to this whore about my mother. I gotta tell this whore about my mother. I didn't want to tell her about you.
With this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Speaking of we deep in debt around this motherfucker, so I gotta pay some bills. So we'll see you in a second. Man, hey, Em, I really appreciate having you on the show, man. This is very very entertaining. Laugh now, cry later, wooden mask that I didn't even realize you got in two different places. I thought
Two different places. Thought they was. No, man, you can see one of them is completely different from the other one. One of them actually looks like almost presentable. The other one just looked like somebody just looked like my son drew it on my arm. One of them is like halfway decent. The other one is like, I don't know. I don't know. Let me, hey man, before we go, what is that you've been smoking on that you've been lighting back up the whole 30 minutes we've been on here?
This is a backwood.
Backwood, okay.
But it's a black stout. And I love them because like, you know, I have a tendency to talk with the blunt in my hand. Because I'm used to smoking weed. Like I don't
right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And because I talk and smoke, I smoke my own blunts. Because I hate hearing
right.
complaining. Hey man, you always talk. Hey man, light your own shit. Like I'm not passing this. Now after the corona, I can do that without it looking weird.
Right.
Like our food, you want to smoke his own blunt. Cause nigga, I don't be wanting no stipulations on the blunt. Like all this, I don't feel like putting the code in to smoke the blunt. No, I just want to smoke it, nigga.
I just want to smoke it. And now this the best part. This the best time. You ain't got to pass to nobody. Blame it on the corona. Hey man, on corona, I gotta keep this for myself. You know, I could give you a little bit. I can give you a pinch at the end. You can get the little duck. You get the duck. You can get the duck. But I can't, because once I give it to you, I can't get it back. So once I give it to you, so you can get it when I'm done. You can short them down like a square.
Yeah, that's how you do the crackheads in the neighborhood.
Right. At the red light, when you ain't got no change for them, Hey man, I got something better than change, baby. You can.
Man,
That's exactly how you do it. Here you go. Let me give my.
nigga in our neighborhood asked for the duck.
Here you go.
We had a nigga in our neighborhood who were literally coming around and asked for the duck. Hey man, let me get there in the back. Let me go and get there. No, nigga, no, you can't have it. All right, before we leave, top 5 tattoos you hate to see.
Top 5 tattoos I hate to see.
Yeah.
Okay, 1, tribal.
That's probably a better way to say that, but
Right. There's top 5 tattoos I hate to see, men or women.
yeah.
I hate to see tribal tattoos. When you ain't for people got tribal tattoos and they not in a tribe. I hate that. You have nothing to do with a tribe, but you got a tribal tattoo on you.
You're not Samoan. Why you got a tribal tattoo?
Why do you have a tribal tattoo?
Nigga,
You from 63rd and Halsted. Why? What? You just want.
this nigga BD, but he got a whole Samoan.
What you got? No, man, you don't need what. Tribal tattoos. They gotta go. They gotta go. 2 will have to be tattoos of sports teams. I don't like when people get like the Chicago. Yeah, they got like a Chicago Bulls tatted on them. Like, dude, what? Come on, man. Just get a jersey, fam. What? Come on, fam. What if you move or what? I'm saying, what if they make a really bad decision? Like, no, man, don't put that. Don't put so much pressure on that team. Like, you put a lot of pressure on that team to win. When you just got a Chicago Cub tattooed on you. You put a lot of pressure on the Cubs to win when you do that, man. No, they gotta get no sports teams, man. No.
Yeah, that's first. You're the first to say that
one. No. Third one would have to be like a painting. Like I watch like Ink Master and stuff like that. And I hate when people come in there and they be like, yeah, let me get the painting of the Mona Lisa tattooed on me. Like it'd be like, why? Why do you want?
Is it original? Like
let the original be like, go to France to see it. I don't want to look at your stomach and see Mona Lisa. You know what I'm saying? Not Mona Lisa smiling because you gained 10 pounds after you got it. She got a whole new pose. Her arm. She confused now.
That's what I hate when niggas take some shit that's plain and they add some shit to it.
And they add
like it's better now. Like, nah, nigga, that's some bullshit.
Oh, man. What's that? 3. A tattoo that I like but I hate. I like it but I hate it. I like it but I hate to see people that actually did it. Is the finger stash. When people get they get a mustache tattooed on their finger and I like it, but I hate to see somebody that was actually dumb enough.
That's funny.
To do it. Like it's creative. Like, But then when I see somebody actually do it, like one of them white people from up north, and they actually like, what do I think about this? I just want to punch them in their face. What? And then you actually do this. So I'm like, so now I'm looking at you.
To Hear More has the finger stash. Never seen that until his episode. I had never seen the finger stash.
And he really has one.
Bro, when he was like, yeah, I got this one. And I was like, what the fuck is that? Mustache. He was like, I used to walk up on women in the club and be like, hey, how's it going? And I was like, nigga, it worked. He was like, it worked. I knew she was going. I was like, she got to be.
She got to be because it's actually cool. It's like, oh man, that's cool. But then it's like, oh, come on, man, don't walk up to me to my. It's like say something really serious going on. Say something like really serious going on. You're like, man, I need to think about that. It's not serious no more because you got.
You can't be decide to go the plug on your wife like.
Right. Man, it's a hard one, man. And you know what I'm saying? Then you mad because the doctor started laughing. Like, what you laughing at, man? I'm trying to know, man. Like, I don't know what to do, man.
Mama's in there, man.
What's wrong with you, man? So now y'all both laughing because you like, oh, I forgot about this.
All right, two more.
Two more. Probably. It gotta, because you see some dumb tattoos, man. I hate big black spots. Like when people just get like a black, like they just get like a black square on their leg, going around their whole leg, like a wraparound, like a band. Yeah, like, oh man, that's just a waste. You could have did something else with that. Number one will have to be the tramp stamp when they get the nigga name on their back. I just hate to see it. Even if you still with them. I just hate to see it. I just hate to see it. When I'm looking at a nice round backside, I hate to see another nigga name up there, sitting on top of their back.
A chick that had a nigga name tattoo right there, and like, I hated fucking this bitch from the back.
Yeah.
She used to always complain, like, you ever, like, when you smack my ass, you be up too high. Bitch, I know exactly what I'm doing. Fuck you.
I'm trying to slap that name off of you. Why you trying to hit you so hard it come off?
This bitch back wet and I'm like, smack my ass. I did. No, I
You hit her tailbone. You hit her coccyx. You slapped her on a coccyx.
Tearing her ass up, man. Hey, man, I appreciate you coming through, man. It was fun having you on the show.
No problem, man. Thanks for having me, man. I had a great time.
If you got any more, or you decide to get any more fuck up, give me a call. We'll have you back. I'm your host, Kevin Dale Fool Simpson. Tell them where they can find you at, bro.
Man, you can find me on social media at EmBrownIsFunny. EmBrownIsFunny. That's on Instagram, man. Check me out. I need followers. I got a couple, but I need some more.
You know you can always catch me, DamnFoolIsFunny.com. DamnFoolIsFunny on social media, all social media platforms, as well as the Did You Miss Me podcast. Be sure to get over to the DidYouMissMePodcast.com page and get you some of that new merchandise we got out there. Thank y'all so much for stopping through.
Appreciate you, man.
Stopping through. It's been another night. Y'all have a good night.
All right, man.
Appreciate you, brother.
Man, no problem, man. That was fun, man.
Yeah, nigga. That shit.